Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tatho Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki Srila Prabhupada ki Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu. I am always thinking this is bad in me, this is bad in me, but here is Krishna's promise. Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu. करा देंगे हम, कोई बात नहीं. Hare Krishna. So today there is no screen today. Krishna's arrangement. But today
Krishna wants everyone to focus only on you, Prabhu.
No, not me. He wants a separate children class. So you see. So where were we last time? What is the time? Because
8:46.
okay, so relax. You cannot escape.
It's your time now.
Sorry, Prabhuji. Okay. So where were we? Anybody remembers what katha we were discussing last time? Four Kumaras. So what had happened there?
Four Kumaras went for taking darshan of
Lord Hari.
Lord Hari.
Wonderful.
And then he crossed 6 gates.
Fantastic.
And
Huh.
Jaya Vijaya stopped him.
Jaya Vijaya stopped them. After that what happened? श्राप दे दिया उनको. क्या श्राप दे दिया?
वहाँ जाओ जहाँ पर ये नेचर सूट करता है.
हाँ.
You are acting like
सूट पहनो और सूटेबल जगह जाओ. धोती कुर्ता यहाँ नहीं चलेगा तुम्हारा. वैसे भक्त सूट में भी हो सकता है, जस्ट टू करेक्ट माई सेल्फ. कपड़े से कोई लेना देना नहीं है. ओके, लेट मी जस्ट स्टार्ट. हाँ, see, this katha which is given in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is so much applicable in my life, because see, Krishna has come out now. I think we did that, right? He cursed.
He came immediately walking.
And immediately walking he came. Yeah, good point. While Garuda was with him. But he did not fly on Garuda. He decided to take walking path. If he would have taken Garuda, what would have happened? I mean, just for the fun of it.
Garuda would have been blessed.
Huh?
Garuda would have been blessed.
Okay, Garuda would have been blessed. What else?
This Leela would not have.
This would have, he would have reached on time. But he relaxed. He said, हो जाने दो, बाद में चलते हैं. Otherwise, there is no way, right? Spiritual world is absolute world. There is no time lag. That I say and you hear, there's a time lag. You say, I hear, there's a time lag. There is no time lag. You think and everybody knows. Absolute. So now when he came out, whom is he seeing? Who all are there? Four Kumaras. They are devotees or enemies? Pure devotees. And whom they have cursed, who are they? Both sides there are loved ones. And on top of it, Bhagavatam tells us, Devatas were watching. And who has come along with Krishna? And Lakshmi ji has also come. So now imagine the condition of these two sets of devotees. One side four Kumaras and one side Jaya Vijaya. Both must be thinking, what?
Even Krishna's situation.
And he's in dilemma also. Both sides are both loved ones. What should I do? And they must be thinking, what should I do? See, in private, if there is a reprimand, it is better. But Devatas are also watching. It makes a lot of difference in office, isn't it? In feedback, sometimes they will give my feedback. Please don't say these words in front of others. Correct yourself. 360-degree feedback. So they must be thinking, अभी पता नहीं किसको क्या बोलने वाले हैं. And भगवान के ऊपर तो कोई है नहीं. सुनना पड़ेगा. Both sides there is a challenge. We face the same problem. Sometimes we might be also some senior in the house, and both sides loved ones are there, and both have done their part, and both are expecting he will take my side. What should we do? This katha will elaborate on that, what we should do. It is impossible to understand what he is saying, but we will, whatever, dadami buddhi yogam tam, whatever he, okay. So there is a conflict among the loved ones. We also face the same thing, conflict among the loved ones. Abhi, what is to be done? Okay, let us see. So the curse is given, and after the curse they are saying that for the benefit of these two should be removed and they should be sent to the material world. This is the last one which we discussed. So what happened? What did the Jaya Vijay do after hearing this? What is expected of them? They did that. That is they immediately fell at the lotus feet. कि जाने का श्राप तो दे दिया, ये नहीं बताया वापस कब आएंगे. हमारी हालत, मेरी हालत भी वही है. कृष्णा सेठ जाओ, मजे करो, घूमो, लौटने का नहीं मालूम. Can you imagine somebody leaves home without knowing when the person will come back home? What a pitiable state. I remember once I was in Singapore and going in the car. There was no GPS, 2009. There was no mobile also. Second day in Singapore. Now, Singapore, signboards are also there. Still, I don't know where am I. Then I thought, yeah, this is what is the problem in material world. Signboards are there, but I have no idea where am I. Yeah, somewhere. Okay. So they fell down at the lotus feet. And they said that it is apt that you have punished us. But please do me a favor, the illusion of forgetting the supreme personality of Godhead should not come. बस इतना आप कर दो, चले जाएंगे हम मानते हैं, but we should not. Jaya Vijay is telling 4 Kumaras. Abhi Krishna is yet to arrive, but this is okay. Maybe I should take a little bit. Okay, here we are. So at that very moment, what happened? When they had already spoken that please give us this, at least we should not forget him. And at that time, Krishna comes with Garudaji and with Lakshmiji walking, and Devatas are watching. This is the Bhagavatam scene 3:15:37. Devatas are also watching. देखें भगवान क्या करते हैं, वो तो ऊपर से बालकनी से देख रहे हैं. So what is the drama going on here? Okay, but before we progress, a similar situation happened in Srila Prabhupada's pastime. Shrut Kirti Prabhu has documented this. It was there earlier in the Veda base, but now it is there in the book. So once what happened is, there was one Damodar Maharaj, his god brother. Damodar Maharaj was given the permission, anytime you can come, anytime meet Srila Prabhupada, because god brother, so he's a very senior person. But he had one challenge. Whenever he used to come, he would discuss less about Krishna, more about mutt politics. This mutt, this is not happening. This mutt, this is not. They are not listening to you, Prabhupada. I don't think this is good. This, that devotee is not doing this devotee. All that discussion he used to. So the Prabhupada got fed up. Hare Krishna Mataji, please come. Oh, our good fortune. Please accept obeisances, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Please come. Please come. Mataji, English is okay for you or no? Yes. Is okay. Please come. आप उधर ऊपर उस पर बैठ जाइए. See, we are so fortunate. So we have reached here, Mataji, that curse has happened. Jaya Vijaya have been cursed by Sanat Kumaras, and Krishna has come with Lakshmi ji and with Garud ji, and they are saying, please do not let us forget Krishna's names. So in Prabhupada's time, what happened? Similar situation. So this Damodar Maharaj was God brother, but every time he used to criticize. So Prabhu, at that time, who was the personal servant? Shruta Kirti Prabhu. So he told Shruta Kirti Prabhu, when he comes next time, no, I don't let him in. Because he will come, he'll spoil my this thing. Okay, in every organization something is there, let it be, no, but at least we are doing good. So focus on the good, don't think about the other things. So Shrutkirti Prabhu said, okay, fine. So lo, next day what happened? Prabhupada is on the first floor inside and here comes Damodar Maharaj. So he said, I want to meet Srila Prabhupada. He said, sorry, please forgive me. He is taking rest. What do you mean taking rest? He has told in front of you so many times, let me in. No, please forgive me. He is very tired. Please forgive me. Please don't go. What do you mean don't go? You are insulting me. You see the parlance? Same problem there also. Let me go and have darshan. No, you cannot go. He is resting. He is also saying, no, you cannot go. He is resting. So like this, slowly Damodar Maharaj decibel went on increasing. Hare Krishna. And he was about to kind of curse Shrutkirti Prabhu. What do you mean? Immediately, little different pastime from Krishna, Srila Prabhupada came out. Before the curse could be given, he came out. Krishna got late. See, Krishna is there everywhere. But devotees you cannot find everywhere. So immediately when he came out, so Damodar Maharaj was in a very angry mood. He said, Prabhupada, look at your servant. He has the guts to stop me. You have told me anytime I can see you. What is this? You chastise him. What is this? Now imagine what Shrutkirti Prabhu is thinking. What will Prabhupada do? He only told him, don't let me in. Prabhupada looked at Shrutkirti, smiled and he said, I told you Shrutkirti, let him come to me. Shrutkirti Prabhu was very blessed. He said, so much intimate relationship that Prabhupada is saying like this despite telling. He immediately fell. Oh please, my mistake. So moving on to this. So now one side Jaya Vijay, one side four Kumaras, and both are watching Krishna and others are watching too. First thing, lesson first for us, conflict management. We can be in this situation. How family members are there, this one is saying this one is saying this one. And both are conflicting and they are waiting. What will Prabhuji going to do? First of all, Bhagavatam tells us the Lord being equal to all and being especially inclined to his devotees looked as mercifully at the offenders and at the offended. First lesson, he remained equal and merciful to offender and offended. He did not come with a prejudged notion. What the hell you have done? Meaning uska motivation gaya. Itne saal se devotional service, now he is finished. No, he was equal and merciful. Conflict management. So if I am in this situation, of course, I will need somebody to remind me because I will definitely forget this. But one should be merciful and equal to the offender and offended in the loved ones, in devotee circle. This is also family here, right? 3:15:40. He rested one hand on the shoulder of Garud. And so this question Prabhu had asked, why he came late? So that we will see the answer in the end. Okay, next one tells us that, so there are two kinds of lessons. One is from conflict management, one is a devotional kind of lesson also. So Bhagavatam tells us, you all know this, that Tulsi Maharani which was there, from the toes of lotus feet of Krishna, Tulsi Maharani's smell went into their nose. And we know that they were so far more inclined to the Nirakar, immediately the transformation happened. And they got fixed. We were sharing, see, Grahasth or Sannyasi, the state of mind is important. You know, who is Shukdev Goswami Maharaj's Guru. Okay, but one more is there. Janak ji. Janak ji is a householder. Shukdev Goswami is Avadut. So he told Shukdev, his father, Vyasdev, Father, I have understood, I have realized. He realized, so he was telling the truth, no bragging. So he said, okay, fine, if you are really realized, go to Janak Maharaj and meet him. If he certifies, okay. So he went. Janak Maharaj came to know that Shukdev Goswami has come. So at that point in time, Janakji told, the security guards went inside, said, great sage has come. He said, okay, ask him to wait outside the city. Imagine Shukdev Goswami. Similar kind of a situation. You wait. Cannot see. He waited. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Some 4 or 5 days. Janakji asked security guards, how is his behavior and expression? He said, he's as blissful as before. He said, let him in. He came inside. Then he met Janakji. No, before meeting Janakji, he told his guards, take Shukdev Goswami to Antehpur. Antehpur, where young queens are there. Take him there. He should rest there. So he went there. Then Janak Maharaj sent beautiful girls for his seva, and he never wore anything. He was just Avadut. They did his pad seva, this seva, that seva, 2-3 days. Then Janak Maharaj asked, how is his expression? He said, as blissful as before. Okay, call him. Then he was called. He said, I know you are a realized person. So, like this. So, they became Sanat Kumaras from impersonalists to personalists. Okay, now see the dialogues. They are amazing. Sanat Kumaras said, oh our dear Lord, you are not manifested to the rascals. Such a statement. See, it is very deep because they have just cursed and they just had the nostril, this one, and they are saying you are not manifested to rascals, but as far as we are concerned, we are seeing you face to face. Well, मैं rascal तो नहीं हूँ. This is what it means. The Kumara said, oh our dear Lord, you are not manifested to rascals even though you are seated within the heart of everyone. But as far as we are concerned, we see you face to face, even though you are unlimited. So why are they saying, they are convinced they are not rascals? Obviously they are not. This is humility. But why a person who has cursed even then not a rascal? He has cursed some great devotees, but he is not a rascal. Why? Any guesses?
Blessing in disguise.
Blessing in disguise, okay.
This is to benefit the whole world.
Oh, fantastic. Benefit whole world. Okay.
But they said while cursing also that for your benefit,
Huh.
it's better that you go down.
Yes, correct. Good point. Only thing they didn't tell when you'll come back, but they said you go. Jao yahan se. But they are convinced they are not rascals. Why? Number one, they did not want to become one with Brahma. They are saying we are seeing you face to face. If you go into the highest form of sense gratification is to have desire to become one with the Brahma. So then he is not a rascal. Second, even though they cursed, what is the reason for curse?
Not getting met Vishnu.
They were getting delayed in darshan. So not the fault. Okay, let's move ahead. Now Kumaras is saying, you are supreme absolute truth, understood only by your mercy, through unflinching devotion. Persons who are very expert and most intelligent, they engage in hearing narrations of auspicious activities and pastimes of the Lord. So Krishna has been kind, we are being put in that category at least, even if I am hearing hypothetically, but at least hearing.
But
Okay.
Serving, I mean, in the intent of serving the Lord,
Yes.
sometimes offenses, I mean, we are still told to not follow any offenses, yeah?
Yes.
Devotees or anyone. Be
But
mindful
it can
of-
happen.
So, अब इसमें मुझे वो समझ में नहीं आया because he said no.
हाँ.
They are coming in between darshan, that's why they curse, that's why
Yes.
it's not a problem.
Yes, yes.
So these two are common.
So it will come. We will hold your thought. We will come in the end because most of this will be answered by Krishna. Okay. Now what are they praying? Kumaras are saying, we pray that you let us be born in any hellish condition. अरे दर्शन करने आए थे अभी ये विश मांग रहे हो. We pray that you let us be born in any hellish condition of life just as long as our hearts and minds are always engaged in your service. Who just asked the same thing when they said go down, your point? That we should not? They are saying we can also go to hellish condition, no problem, but please, we should not forget him. There is a parallel here. Okay, now Krishna's first statement. What do you think he will say? Please repeat. Brahmovacha. So Brahma ji is telling the katha, right? So Brahmovacha. Iti tad granatam tesham. Muninam yoga dharminam. Prati nandaye. Agadedam. Vikuntha niliyo vibhu. Iti tad granatam tesham. Granatam means praised. Krishna praised them. Because they are saying go to hellish condition. All these things they are praising. You are supreme personality. They praised. So Krishna first praised. One side is offender, one is offended. So he is praising first the offended. He did not start lecturing. He first praised. Simply. And Prati Nandaya. He congratulated them with the following words. So, second lesson for me. So, Brahmaji said he congratulated him and he praised. So, if I am in any kind of this kind of a situation, please start with a praise. See, we have to tell. In my 360 degrees, it just happened. So they are telling you can become hyper and you start. So I have told them, Baba, you tell me immediately, calm down. It's not good in your health. I'll calm down. So sadhu sangha is needed. You have to remind tomorrow. Because when loved ones are in conflict, I may not start with a praise. I may not reach there with a pleasing personality. But that's what he's teaching. So first he praised. So start praising first the offended party. Don't first praise the offender. Otherwise, घी में क्या बोलते हैं वो? घी में आग में घी. जले पे नमक. श्री भगवान उवाच. एततौ पार्षदो मह्य. जयो विजयो एव च. कदीर्थीकृत्य मा यद्वो बहवक्राताम अतिक्रमम एततो पार्षदो. ये जो मेरे पार्षद हैं, जय एंड विजय. कदीर्थी कृत्य. कृत्य इज डूइंग समथिंग. कदीर्थी कृत्य इज बाय इग्नोरिंग डूइंग समथिंग. दे हैव इग्नोर्ड मी. ही इज टेलिंग. फर्स्ट ही प्रेज देम, देन ही सेड, ये जय विजय खड़े हैं यहाँ पे. दे हैव एक्चुअली इग्नोर्ड मी. एंड he said, they have committed an offense against you. Akratam have committed atikramam. एक offense आपके लिए किया है. So lesson is, insulting pure devotees means ignoring Krishna. Because they insulted them, that means he is saying now he has to say that they have ignored me. Everybody is watching, including Lakshmi ji. Please repeat. यस्तेव एत्योर्धृतो दंडो. यस्तव एतयोर्धृतो दंडो. धृतो, whatever you have given, dando. Dando is whatever punishment you have given. Bhavadebhir, by you. Mam anuvartahai. You are devoted to me. Whatever dand you have given. Sa evanumato sambher. evanumato, it has my approval. The dand which you have given, it has my approval because they have ignored me. What is the lesson? Take a principle stand. Don't be biased. Principle stand is fair enough. They also know they were wrong. Now, and Sanat Kumaras are listening all this. Clear? They said, it has my... Now you see. Now next two dialogues are... Anyway, it's out of the world, so... 3:16:4 Tadavaha prasadyami adya brahmadevam paramhime tadhriti atmakritam manye yatsvapumbhir asatkritah. Now he is saying, therefore prasadyami, I seek forgiveness. Krishna is telling Sanat Kumaras, because they have ignored, I approve, number one. Second, I ask for forgiveness. Why? Not only that, I ask for forgiveness. Tadhriti atma kritam manye. I consider that this is been done by me, not by them. I ask forgiveness because they have not done this. I have actually done this. Why? Because they are my servants. He is saying, I take full responsibility, is my mistake because they are my servitors. So lesson is, master has to take the blame for the servitor. Company also, the assistants respect that boss who takes responsibility for what he had said. But if one blames back to the other people, nobody cares. So he said, Krishna said he is at fault. Why? Because Jaya Vijaya are his servants. So it is master's fault. Clear? Now see the diplomacy of Lord Krishna. Next translation. Okay, before that, one more statement. Then he said, anybody who hears glorification of my name and fame is immediately purified. But I do not hesitate to lop off my own arm if its conduct is found hostile to you. If you think my arm is hostile to you, then I will cut this off. So here, who is that arm? Jaya Vijaya. So he took the principle stand. He said, my mistake because they are my servants. Okay, now you see. This is perhaps the most amazing Shloka 3:16:7. We'll do the translation. Please repeat. The Lord continued. Because I am the servitor of my devotees, my lotus feet have become so sacred that they immediately wipe out all the sins. So, so what is he telling in this? Number one, these are my servants. I take responsibility. But I am servitor of my devotees. And he is addressing it to whom? No. Four Kumaras. So, 4 Kumaras are devotees or not? So, what is Krishna telling them? I am taking responsibility for my servants, but you are my master. So, who should take responsibility? Clear or not clear? This is very subtle here. He is telling, I take responsibility because he is my servant. But I am servant of my devotees. And you are my devotee. So, bhaiya, tum bhi to kuch. But he is not telling directly. See? Exactly. Then he also says that the lotus feet have become so sacred because I am the servant of my devotees. They have become so that they wipe out all the sins, and goddess of fortune does not leave me. Even I have no attachment for her. अरे यार बगल में तुम्हारे खड़ी हुई है माता जी. See how he is. But in the end you will see Lakshmi ji did not react at that time. Why? We will see in that. He is telling I have no attachment for my wife and wife is next. What will be the implication? So one thing is clear. Our lesson here is that statement, if Krishna gives the sense, should be such that the other person is forced to do introspection. Not that you did. It's like a coach. That's fine. Inside they will realize, अरे यार क्या कह रहे हैं यार, क्या बोल रहे हैं. Okay. Then he says in the next one, if I can take the dust of the feet of Vaishnava on my head, who will refuse the same? See this meaning, it has profound meaning. If I can take the dust of the Vaishnavas on my head, who will refuse to do the same? Meaning what? Before I came, two sets of devotees met. Krishna is saying, I take dust of the Vaishnavas. So he is telling both of them, what about you guys? If you guys would have taken dust of each other, this problem wouldn't have happened. But you didn't do this. Okay. So there won't be any fight between two Vaishnavas, lesson, if both parties take dust of each other. थोड़ा मुश्किल है but है. Okay, let's move on. हाँ, yes प्रभु जी. हाँ प्रभु जी, सनत कुमारा's, हाँ, this is a very good point actually, because after Brahma ji, who was born? The Sanat Kumaras. After that, born, and then somewhere Jaya Vijaya born. So actually they are talking to his perhaps great grandfather. Suppose my great grandfather comes and I put a stick, you cannot go inside. What will happen? But they knew, I mean, Prabhuji, these are all for our taking the juice out of it. Well, they are all, it doesn't mean that they cursed and did this. So they're all, same party goes everywhere, right? For all Leela. It's like that. Okay. Now what he says? He says, respect the Brahmanas, even though Brahmanas utter harsh word. Brahmanas are my own self, and pacify them by praising them in loving words. For those people I am very gladdened in heart. Meaning, if you would have praised each other, if the Brahmanas have spoken harsh word, meaning Jaya Vijaya spoke harsh word. So he is saying, on the other hand, they captivate my heart who are gladdened in heart, and who their lotus faces enlightened by smiles respect the Brahmanas. Which Brahmanas? Even though they utter harsh words. Even if Brahmana is uttering harsh word, they look upon the Brahmanas as my own self and pacify them by praising them in loving words. Even as a son would appease an angry father, or as I am pacifying you. Meaning is telling that they were talking harsh word. But if you would have spoken with loving words, then I would have been very pleased and my heart would have been gladdened, because you would have considered them as your son, just like I am treating you as the son. So now he is telling, okay, let's move on. Now he says, Namay Bhaktya Pranashyati, I will consider it as a favor that they return soon. आप प्लीज इतना करो. Okay. So lesson is, better ask for help from the offended party only. भाई प्लीज आप हेल्प करो, अभी सॉरी हो गया ऐसा, बट अभी क्या करना चाहिए, आप प्लीज हेल्प करो. दिस व्हाट इज सेइंग, प्लीज हेल्प देम कम बैक क्विकली. ओके, प्लीज रिपीट. सतिम व्यादय शृण्वता लघ्वीं गर्वर्था गहवराम. The Lord's excellent speech was difficult to comprehend because of its momentous import and it is most profound significance. The sages heard it with wide open ears and pondered it as well, but although hearing, they could not understand what Krishna intended. Okay, the sages said, they were very honest. They said, we are unable to know you what you intend us to do. हमारे नहीं समझ में आया आपने क्या बोला सर, बिकॉज कभी आप इधर का बोल रहे हो कभी उधर का बोल रहे हो, हमें करना क्या है. बट दे अंडरस्टूड, बट दे सेड वी आर नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड. द सनत कुमारास, दे सेड वी आर अनेबल टू नो व्हाट यू इंटेंड फॉर अस टू डू. आपने सब बता दिया, हमें करना क्या है, प्लीज हमको समझ में नहीं आया भाई, प्लीज आप बताइए. नाउ सी सनत कुमारास, this is how Krishna deals with us. O Lord, whatever punishment you wish to award to these two innocent persons or also to us, we shall accept without duplicity. We understand that we have cursed two faultless persons. Did he chastise him? Did he say anything? But they came to their senses. This is how Krishna deals with लविंग डिवोटीज. उसको बुरा भी नहीं लगा, वो बेचारा खुद ही कहने लगा भाई माफ कर दो, कुछ गलती हो गई, समझ में नहीं आ रहा है क्या हुआ. Prabhupada writes, if sometimes it is found that the devotee is in error or by accident or by some temporary arrangement, that should not be taken very seriously. Prabhupada writes in purport. Okay, now here comes the punchline, Prabhuji's answer. So ये सब हो क्यों रहा है, इतना सब ड्रामा. द लॉर्ड रिप्लाइड 3:16-26. प्लीज रिपीट. ओ ब्राह्मणास, नो दैट द पनिशमेंट you inflicted on them was originally ordained by me. इतना सब हो गया, फाइनली टेलिंग मैंने ही करवाया है. So, lesson is whatever Krishna ordains, that happens. Krishna never leaves his devotee perish. But why did he ordain? Why did he do this? Let's now discuss a little bit. What is the time, Prabhuji? I think we'll be able to complete today. Okay, by 9:30 we'll be okay. Any guesses? Why did he ordain? Fantastic, very good. हाँ, वीर भाव में कृष्णा wants to fight. Yes, good point. Anything else? है? हाँ, जय विजय also wanted to have bhakti or fight kind of a nature. बोला चलो ठीक है, उनको उनके दिमाग में कभी आया होगा. Mercy upon us, प्रभु. Mercy upon us. हम ये सिर्फ कथा सुन के ही वापस चले जाएंगे. कैन यू इमेजिन, वो बेचारे हमारी वजह से नीचे आए. हम खाली सुना के ही वापस निकल लेंगे, हमको कोई टेंशन नहीं है. बेचारे वो आए, 3 जन्म लगाए, ये कहानी वो कहानी, अब हमको खाली सुनना है और वापस बीटी जी. ओके जी. So after this Lord Brahma said, after seeing the Lord in Vaikunt, the sages left the transcendental abode. पर अभी कहानी खत्म नहीं हुई. कथा खत्म नहीं हुई अभी. ओके, श्लोका नहीं लेते हैं, सीधा ट्रांसलेशन. प्लीज रिपीट. द लॉर्ड देन सेड टू हिज अटेंडेंट्स, जय एंड विजय, डिपार्ट दिस प्लेस, बट फियर नॉट, ऑल ग्लोरीज अनटू यू. अभी बताओ, ऑल ग्लोरीज अनटू यू, बिकॉज इतना सब बेचारे करेंगे हम सब लोगों के लिए. ऑल ग्लोरीज. Though I am capable of nullifying the Brahmana's curse, I would not do so. On the contrary, it has my approval. They have already left. Abhi or still who all are watching? Only Kumaras have left. Devatas are there, Lakshmi ji is there. So, As you all said, all these Prabhupada writes in purport, all these incidents therefore were designed by the Lord himself for the sake of his pastimes in the material world. Okay. And he glorifies them all glories unto you. Now here it is. Final reason and big lesson in that. Etat puraiva nirdishtim. This was already foretold. That I am ordaining, this was already decided. Pur pavarita dwari vishanti mayuparate. So, etat, this departure, pur, formerly, ev, certainly, nirdishtam, this was foretold by whom? Ramya, by Lakshmi ji. It was already foretold, Krishna is telling both of them, it was foretold by my wife here. Okay, why? Kruddhaya yada, because she was very furious. Why was she furious? This pastime is unparalleled. Tell you, Pura Apavrita, because previously you prevented Dwari at the gate, Vishanti from entering, Mai Uparate. When I was sleeping, you prevented Lakshmi ji from entering also, some time back. So it was for, she told Krishna, ye inko hatao yaar. So what is the big lesson here?
Don't stop Lakshmi.
Ek to don't stop Lakshmi ji, fantastic. And Lakshmi ji and Devtas are watching. One more is there. Don't criticize other person's wife. Because one day it will come to you. ये एडवांस में नोट कर लिया उसने. Okay, so Lakshmi ji is now pacified. Finally, she said, हाँ, acknowledge कर लिया. Leela is done. Kumaras are pacified. Jaya Vijaya also understood भाई लीला का पार्ट हमको करना है. They pacified. Devtas also understood why the curse is happening. Everybody is happy. This can only happen by Krishna. Now, he said, you go down and you do yoga in mystic in the anger, and then you will return in short time. Another interesting point. What did he ask Sanat Kumaras? Please do me a favor that?
Let them come back.
Did they tell when he is going to come back? Now Krishna is saying, you will return very short time. अरे भाई पूछा क्यों था वहाँ पे? See, this is the beauty of the devotional service, that you get all these nice, what do you call it? Management lesson, discount. No, you get the mellow, ras in all this. When nobody is actually, they are an absolute platform. Even they came down, no problem. When he was Ravana, no problem. It's okay. They know that this is going to happen. Okay. And then Jaya Vijaya fell down and got into the womb of. This is the Katha. They back into, because she was. So actually Krishna ensured that Diti asked for impregnation at a wrong time, so that all these things. And I am thinking, मुझे सब पता है. Yes, and then Ravan and Kumbhakaran and then Dantavakra and Shishupal. 3 lifetimes.
3 lives भी होगा, ये नहीं कर्स में था या.
हाँ, short time पर भगवान के लिए short time है. हमारे जैसों के तो पत्ती बन जाती. So हाँ, yes.
So whenever like Ravan comes everything, yeah?
Yeah.
That time they were thinking of Krishna all the time.
अरे, actually I beg to become Kans. If I can become Kans, I am very merciful to Krishna. 24/7, not even single second he was. Problem is with the middle people. Those who are pure devotees, no problem. Those who are pure enemies, no problem. बीच वालों को problem है. ना इधर के ना उधर के. ठीक है, जरा ज्यादा क्या होगा? पूतना उसको पहुंचा दिया उन्होंने घर. चल भाई, all the other, in fun sake, all the other devotees were still in Golok there, but she went to that Golok before them. First. Okay. That's okay, quickly we'll recap the lessons. Number 1, remain equal to and merciful to offender and offended. Number 2, start with praising the offended. Insulting pure devotee means ignoring Krishna. Take a principled stand. Leader should take the blame for subordinates and servants. Don't disrespect devotees. When tempers are high, one should not be very direct. Be a little indirect so that they can realize, or rather, I can realize.
Let them introspect.
हाँ. Only problem is that time a devotee is required to remember. भैया ये सब बोला था, ध्यान रखो. उस वक्त दिमाग खराब होता है तब. There won't be any fight between Vaishnavas if both the parties take the dust of each other. Krishna is pleased if in response to Vaishnavas' harsh word, one pacifies them by praising them in loving words. बहुत difficult है, but है. Genuinely request help from the offended party. Understand that finally whatever Krishna ordains happens. Krishna never let his devotee perish. And do not upset Lakshmi ji. If you upset someone's wife, that person will be against you. And as Lakshmi ji, if you upset, that also is a problem. And finally, Krishna does his Leela so we can sing and go back to Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrand ki Jai. Who says Bhagavatam is not interesting? Anybody? किसी सीरियल में इतना मिलता है? Any TV serial, so much of drama and speaker to Shukdev Goswami there. And हरे कृष्णा. ओके आ जाओ भाई लोगों, सब लोग.
सर आ जाओ.
जया विजय को replace किसने किया?
हैं?
जया विजय को replace किसने किया?
कर दिया होगा किसी ने, नहीं भी करे तो चलता है.
Bring everyone. All the kids. Come.
हेड काउंट कम कर लिया, कॉस्ट बचा ली.
Bring all the kids.
हाँ यस प्रभु जी, यस प्रभु. उसको ऑफ करके दोबारा स्टार्ट करना. हाँ सॉरी. हाँ